Well, great morning, Chit Chat Kit Kats. How's everyone out there today? Oh my goodness. I'm wearing my my shirt today. Earthing keeps me grounded. Earthing keeps me grounded. So that's what I've got on today. And boy, does it. I can tell you. Now, I've been wearing my moccasins. They are sad looking now, but this is what I wear every day. Wherever I'm going, I wear the Minnetonka Double Deer moccasins. Now, they are definitely earthing shoes. Keeping one grounded. Now I've been wearing these every day for, about a year and a half, and they're still going strong, okay? Now, yesterday, I put on, regular sandals that I have, very nice looking shoes. But everywhere I would go in the house, every time I would turn on a light, I would get shocked. I kid you not. I would touch the thing and I would immediately get shocked. So I can tell you 100% that grounding shoes work, okay? So that was, after getting shocked, about a dozen times, I said, forget this, I'm going back to my grounding shoes. And I never get shocked when I'm wearing them, so this is what I'm wearing. Yes, they're not beautiful. It's not like wearing a lovely pair of heels, but they do. They do work, make me feel better, because I don't like getting shocked. I'll put it that way. So, oh my goodness. So last night, I was laying in bed and couldn't sleep. Something was bothering me. And I got up and went in. And I've got all these bags waiting to throw away this morning. I'm going to go drag my trash can up here so I can load up all these bags. So what did I do? I went in and got rid of everything that's not carnivore. Okay? So all of my pastas, all of my anything that's not carnivore, cereals, pastas, 99.9% of all that stuff is gone, okay? So that's it. I got, some other things I still need to get rid of today, but it was clean house of the cabinets, and then today I'm going to go through my refrigerator and freezer and throw away all the stuff. I might keep a couple of pickles, a few things that I have with my meats, but really I'm going to get rid of and really commit to the carnivore. So that's a big, huge thing today that I'm, working on. I just figured it's time, okay? And so, getting rid of stuff that's sitting on my counter, toasters and all of that. I'm going to load in now the empty cabinets because of all the stuff I took out. And the dog foods, the dog stuff as well, because they are now on carnivore as well. So, yeah, today is just, it's all going out. But yeah, you know how you get to that point and then it's like do or die, and I went, that's it. It's going, okay? And so you don't have any of those things looking at you and taking away your concentration from what you're doing. So that's what I was up doing last evening for most of the night. And like I said, I've got bags of stuff sitting over here that's going out this morning. And I've still got more to do. I'm going through the freezer today, going through all of that, and reorganizing my refrigerator, my freezer, and then I've got some canned goods still to go through up there. So yeah, that's what's going on today. Trying just to get everything out of here that isn't carnivore. And then I threw away all these coffees and stuff that I had that I'm not, I just use my the pods. So I had all these bags of coffee and stuff sitting there, and I just don't use that type of coffee maker, so that's going away. I got rid of all of those as well. And so, thank goodness, my kitchen's becoming much more streamlined. Oh my goodness. You live with it for a while and live with it and procrastinate, and it's like, that's it. Can't procrastinate anymore. I'm getting rid of this stuff. And so that's what I was up in the middle of the night doing. Just getting rid of this stuff. And so once I go through my freezer and everything, then I can sit there and go through and put ground meat in one section and liver and chicken and, just kind of get it all in a way that you can find things. Now, yesterday, what I found, and I had never noticed this before, but I did get ground beef, but it's got ground beef, liver, and heart in it. So they have that at the natural grocers. I found that. I'm looking forward to trying that and seeing how it is. Looking forward to that. Now, I might try to make it like a, a little bit like when you make your meatloaf with a little egg in it, maybe a little cut up onion. Maybe I'll do some crushed pork rind as a binder, because you don't use breadcrumbs or anything like that anymore. So I might make a patty and try that and do that. We'll see how that is. So looking forward to trying that, the already ground. Now, another thing I got, which again, I'm getting rid of the toaster and my juicer and all that stuff that's sitting on the counter that I'm not using, because I did get a meat grinder. Since the dogs are on the carnivore, I want to be able to grind it up, especially for Mr. Max. Now, Missy May, you can cut it in pretty big chunks. She just wolfs it down. Max is another story. His has got to be ground. So I did get a little meat grinder that I'm going to put up on there today and get ready to start putting that together. So, it's going well. Now, yesterday, I gave Missy May some cooked chicken that I had gotten. She turned her nose up at it. So she's really enjoying more of the raw. So that's a good transition. So yeah, things happening here, a few changes, and so I'll let you know how it goes. But I thought really last evening it was time to get rid of this stuff that I'm not using. It's just sitting there. And then you get those little bugs that want to burrow through your stuff into the into some of the wheat products and stuff too. So found some of those things hiding in there that I've got to get rid of. So it's like, oh, you hate when you come on this and you see this nasty little buggy that wants to burrow into your food stuff and things. So those are gone. I don't have to worry about that type of thing anymore because I'm not having those types of foods. So that is another thing that I'm happy to get rid of and not have to deal with or worry about anymore. Those type of little bugs and stuff that sometimes come in the wheat and grain products, etc. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning. This morning I'm lugging this stuff. I'm just going to bring the trash thing here. That's easier than lugging bag after bag out there. So that's what I am doing this morning. So looking forward to getting all that done. And going to do some more work on getting things shifted and changed. And yeah, just happy to get out all those cereal products and everything. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here and continue to have my butter coffee. Now, I love my butter coffee. That's one way I do, because I'm an avid coffee drinker. I am. And so I put a tablespoon of butter in my coffee, and that way I get the extra fats and stuff in that I need, and so that's going well. Now, I go back to see the endocrinologist on Friday, so that's coming up a couple more days, and I go see him, and I am going to talk with him. Oh, I've got to call and cancel my thing with the surgeon. Really no reason to see him. What's going on with my throat. I don't think it's due to my surgeon. It's due to the anesthesiologist. I know what it is now, that it had to do with the intubation tube. Just damaging inside the musculature, etc., inside my throat. So there's really no reason to see the ENT doctor who did the surgery. He was quite competent, but it's the I've kind of factored things and looked at it, and what happened came from the anesthesiologist. Okay. So I'm going to call up and cancel my appointment with the surgeon, the ENT, because everything is healing, I still have some lumps and stuff, but it's healing. Actually, I can't complain. I think it's healing up quite well. So that's fine. So I will call there this morning and cancel that so somebody else can have that appointment that needs it. And then coming up on the 10th, I go to my major doctor here, and they're going to do all my labs. Now this time, they're going to check my full thyroid panel, not just a T14 that they usually check with people, but she's going to run the whole big panel to see what's going on with my levels, etc. Now, when I go down and talk to the endocrinologist, I'm going to tell him I want to be on Armor, which is the natural thyroid medication, which reminds me, I've got to call because I'm dealing with the VA. Okay, they don't carry Armor, so you have to go to the outside doctor, to a quote-unquote specialist, and get a prescription for Armor. And I'm not sure exactly how I get it in the system. I'm going to call today. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to call over to my primary and ask her what I need to do. Does he give me a written script that I take to her, and then she gets it okayed through the VA? Because this is not something they carry. I will have to go to an outside pharmacy to get it, and it's got to be okayed, but you've got to have it from a specialist that's writing the prescription. My primary doctor cannot do it. You know, it's the insanity of the VA when you're trying to work in this system and they don't communicate one with the other. That's one thing I didn't know. I almost didn't get my operation because the endocrinologist ordered tests, but he doesn't give it to the VA. So they had no idea of any of the tests that were run. And they told me, oh, we have to have your A1C or you can't have the operation. I'm going, well, who's supposed to order it? Not me, you know. So anyway, it's just when you're dealing with those have been in the military and are going to the VA, you know what I mean. It's a lot of rigmarole, and the system, you have to try to find your way to navigate it. So I've got to call today and ask the primary, ask them, what do I do when they're writing a prescription for something that's not carried in the VA? How do I navigate this? And one thing I found is I really have to advocate for myself. And just like what happened the other day, they send me, to have my iron checked because my iron level was 2.4. And so I had to go to the cancer thing here and get iron infusions. Well, when I went to have my thyroidectomy, the doctor had pulled the thing and it had my iron level and how my body was absorbing it, etc. And so they sent me to this outside doctor again, to have my update on the iron, etc. And I asked them, please show the doctor my test results. That's all he's going to need. And they're going, oh, well, he ordered other tests. And so they took me in there. poked me and poked me and poked me, couldn't get a vein. And finally they show him the test results that I had brought in. And I go in and see him. He says, well, we're not going to order any blood tests. You don't need it. And I said, well, it's too late. They already was sitting there poking me forever. And he just shook his head. I said, I asked them numerous times to show you, because I knew that's all you needed. You needed to know if I'm absorbing iron, what's the level, how it's doing. And that's what I brought in. And he was just like, oh, God. So again, you're just going through this system, and you get people there. I asked over 4 times, show the doctor the tests that I'm bringing in. No, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. Not until after they couldn't draw my blood. Then they find, and they go, well, we're going to take it out of your hand. I said, no, you're not. You're going to show him those test results. I put my foot down on that. You're darn well not drawing blood out of my hand. That hurts like hell. And there was really no reason for it. So anyway, I got that straightened out. But the point being, you're not always dealing with the VA, and in their system, you know, they have all this information. Now, again, when I go to the Army hospital, the VA doesn't always immediately get the information from there either. So you're going to all these different entities and trying to figure out how to coordinate this stuff. And it can be a bit of a nightmare, just trying to get through the system and figure out, how does this stuff work? How can I make it work? So that's the other thing I'm doing today. I've got to get a hold of my doctor and find out, okay, I'm going to go see the endocrinologist. Now, how do I get that script? Does he send it to the VA from his office? Does he handwrite me a script? Do I take it to my primary? How does this work? How can I make this work? You know, because nobody tells you anything going in. So this is what I'm working on figuring out today. Now, what I'm on now is working. They've got me on the synthetic, but like I said, out of my pocket, I'm having to buy the Thyroxine, which I've been doing, to supplement it. And that's working well for me. But why should I have to do that when the VA would pay for that prescription for armor? So, and it's in 1 pill versus having to take 3, rather having to take 5 pills a day. I could do 1. Now, I'm not a person that loves to sit there and choke down pills all day, so I would rather be put on armor and have to do one pill, 1 and done, okay? So anyway, that's what I'm going to go talk to the endocrinologist about, and yeah. So we'll see. Today, that's what I'm navigating. I'm navigating my shelves, my refrigerator, the doctors. I would say my thyroid stuff is working because I've got enough energy to do all that. Okay, now I have been a little bit of exhaustion. I've been kind of laying down quite a bit during the day, but actually today I feel quite fine. And like I said, I was up late cleaning out the cupboards and just getting stuff ready to throw it away, get rid of it, and reorganize things here. And I'm going to do that with a lot of other areas. I've got to go through my closet. That's the next thing. I've got to get rid of stuff. And so we'll see. Now things are getting better. You know, I have Lyme. I've been dealing with Lyme disease and had the, where you have those fibrous, looks like those, yeah. And I was having just horrible open sores, and that's clearing up. But I've been on fenbendazole. I've been taking that, and that cleared up some of the brain confusion. And then also carnivore also helps with that as well. And so that's another thing I've been working on and dealing with, the Lyme difficulties. So that is coming along. Now I've got clothing because of all those open things that have, you know, blood specks and stuff you can't get out. So that stuff, I want to get rid of that stuff. That's got to go in the trash. And again, reorganizing all this stuff. And I'm happy to be able to get rid of that stuff and not have those open things. And, you know, I did quit the fenbendazole for a little while. Then I found out I have to take it. I have to take it. And it's a... so that it is definitely helping with the Lyme disease difficulties. So that I'm still doing as well. But with all that said, I can't complain. Things are coming along step by step by step. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, have my coffee, and then start getting rid of this stuff and finishing up with my cupboards and getting things moved off the counter, shifting everything today from my nominal diet that I was doing to my carnivore. So a lot of these things like the toaster, my juicer, and other type of coffee makers, all that stuff can get put under the counter cupboards. And so I'm reorganizing today. Reorganizing, and then again trying to figure out the VA, the outside and the VA, and trying to coordinate this stuff. There has to be a way. Oh my God, me and my froggy voice are going to do that today. So anyway, but I have to laugh. You know, we had Caftan Day with myself and Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, and I had to laugh. I said, we sound like two frogs out there croaking. Okay. Now she had, again, surgery many years ago, and the same thing happened with her. She never got her voice back. Okay, never got it back, and it's been years, okay? So it can happen. You know, everybody wants to say, oh, it's going to come back, it's coming back, it's coming. Well, it might and it might not, okay? And so if it comes back, great. I'm happy if it comes back. But if it doesn't, that's fine. You know, I live with it, that's all. So we'll see day by day. It's just still, it's so weird hearing my voice coming out, sounding the way it does. I have to laugh, you know, because it definitely doesn't sound like my voice. But that's okay too. shifts and different things going on. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for all your well wishes and things, and people that have donated, and just let me know that you enjoy this channel and you're getting something of benefit from it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. I do so appreciate it. And I'll see you online in just a couple more days. I can't believe it's around the corner already. Another Hoga time. It just that I'm telling you, sometimes this week it goes so fast. It seems like we just did this yesterday. And then when we're online together, it goes so quickly as well. So anyway, all great. And I'll see you. Thanks for tuning in.